Right, my name is Moonlands, and welcome to Late Night Letter Quest Expert. This evening, we'll be making some beautiful new words up, I'm sure, and perhaps we'll encroach on the final third of this game. Now, of course, if you are watching on Twitch, note that I'm also available on the YouTubes, and if you wish to watch on YouTube, note that I'm also available on the Twitch. And the difference in the platforms, really, in terms of where my content is at, is simply that all the live streams in full can be found in the Lazy Live Streams playlist on my YouTube, and if I can be bothered to make highlights or recaps, those can be found on my Twitch, because Twitch will delete the full live streams within 14 days, because I'm not partnered, and they don't give a shite about small streamers. No, I'm sure it's all fine. It's all about not wasting space for stuff that no one's going to watch, which is fine. Nobody watches my stuff anyway. What should we do before we get into this? I better just make sure that everything's up and running. What? We have wharf. Is that spelled with an H? I think it is. Yes. If you've not seen one of these streams before, I leave plenty of time for the audience to interact and perhaps choose words for me, particularly at the end of the level. I don't take any issue with that. I am the letter quest expert, though, so don't expect to frequently get scores higher than myself. Okay, self-appointed letter quest expert, but that's fine. Anyway, what am I messing about with here? I'll just get on with that. I'm just checking that everything's okay with the stream, because I streamed earlier today. I did some Rayman Legends, which was excellent, and we of course made sure we got the gold cups in all the challenges that we took part in. But one of the things that I noticed was that sense of not feeling fully prepared when I hit the live button, and I have to say, I felt it again when I pressed to make this live stream happen, and I still can't put my finger on why, but part of me is concerned that there's something big that I'm missing, that maybe I've not done, although there could be an issue, so perhaps we'll find out. Yeah, I'm not inspired by these letters. I might just move on. I mean, I saw brace pretty early on. That uses two of our double letters, but I'm not happy with it. Anyway, let's just go forward, because I want to see. So there we go. We've got a U, so we could use the Q now. We've got equine there. That's not too well. That finishes this little chap off. So I suppose we could just get rid of this little chap now with equine, pertaining to horses, of course. A horse. Can we have equine? Horse-like? No, that's a shame. That sounds like it would be a viable word, but I'm not surprised. One of our favourite words from previous stream there, twax. To twax someone. That, of course, is when someone is being a twit, or a slightly stronger word, and they get waxed for it. So, if someone is being particularly foolish, you can tell them so, and perhaps cause physical harm towards them as a result of their foolishness. And that would be to twax someone, give someone a twaxing. Actually, I'm not even sure if that's how we characterized it originally, but that's all I can remember right now. Exit, of course. Is there anything longer that we can get? I mean, we've got waxy. That uses all the double and triple letter tiles there, which is good. We like that. Ah, yes, this game is odd. It is an odd game, and that is part of why I use this odd persona to play through with it. It's almost like Boggle, a live Boggle. Yes, Twixt. Yes, Twixt is absolutely viable, of course. What we find is that many times the letters available, because we're on the expert difficulty, of course, make for less inspiring words, less long words, but we can often find words that we like to make up and presume the meaning of. Well, we've got the classic here, of course. I wonder if they have that. They shouldn't. You see, they don't have that. The dictionary is clearly limited, which is never ideal. We prefer to have a full dictionary that's up to date, but not quite sure how often they update this. I mean, they don't have good English classics like pubbing. They don't have that word in this dictionary. Very disappointing. Yes, it's like you're watching the word Olympics due to the commentary. Well, thank you very much. That's basically the style we're going for here. We've got timid knocking around here. I feel like, is there something we can use with a double M? I feel like a double M would be something we could, if only we had a U, we could probably get out something. We also have atom. Is atomed? I think is atomed. No, it can't be. That's a shame. Mated, perhaps. Mated. Could we have something longer? Matted, of course, like matted hair. Can we get longer? Can we get those lengthy words in? That's what we want. Can we get a nice countdown winning 9-letter option? Perhaps. Meated, I don't think we can have, but meated. Yes, meated, but not meated, which would be nice. And of course we've got to consider, because the M's give us the more points there, so it'd be nice to get more points from using many of the M's. If we had another D, we could have damned, which would be pretty good, but I guess, because I think dam, to build a dam, you can dam something, right? Not damned as in damned to hell. I think maybe I'll just go for matted. I think we'll use the other vowels so we can get rid of some of these. We've got a lot of O's. That's the problem. You see, motted. Is motted a word? Motted seems to sort of ring some bells in my head now. Let's go for mitted, perhaps. Why isn't mitted? What if you had a... Yes, beavers. They enjoy a good damming. Yes. What have you been doing today, Jonathan? I imagine there's a beaver called Jonathan, and he's talking to his mate Alan. And Alan responds, of course, as a beaver that he is, I've been damming all day. I dammed at 3 in the afternoon, had a nice lie-in, had a good, did a bit of damming. And then here we are, it's 23:09, and had quite enough of that. Okay, let's just go for meated, and hope that we get a better selection of letters here. If only we had an N, we could have something ing, which would be nice. Again, if we had another D, we could have dummied, which would be good. Gum. Something with the M's, give those double points. Well, not double points, but it's more than regular. Gimme. I wonder if they have... Can we get gimme? Yes. Well, that's okay. That's not too bad. Gimme. That gets a lot of the Yes, they sort of tickles me about beavers. They're, as far as the animal kingdom goes, I mean, they're not as destructive as humans by any means, but compared to the rest of the animals, they seem to be wildly destructive, or seemingly destructive to their habitat. You know, they're just sort of wandering around, they see flowing water, and they think, absolutely not. Nope, not here. Not here. That's the mind of a beaver. What a strange, peculiar thing to be. Got some curious letters here. This is fun. I mean, we've got join. That's okay. I mean, it gets rid of him. We suppose we could... again, so many M's here. Mojo. Tell you what, let's use Mojo, because that gives us one of our M's, and we'll still finish this little chap off. So that's great. Yes, charm. A magic charm. Mojo there. Ooh, got a Z here. What can we do with this? Often I forget that American spellings use Zs where we use S's, so that can sometimes be helpful. So let's have a look what we can pull out of the sack with this one. Size. Sluz. What have we got? Again, a strange selection of letters again. I mean, we've got dummy. That's there. Dummy's there. That's okay. It's not good. It's not great, but it's there. Without an E, we really have quite a lot of our options limited here. Mummy is probably the best in terms of using those. Oh, can we have mummies? No, because of course it would be IES. Nonetheless, it's not too bad, mummy. Again, not really getting the long words that we want here. We've got Limmy, a nice little tribute to a streamer that I rather enjoy the work of course, originating from BBC Scotland with his Limmy Show sketch show, which I found highly enjoyable, before transitioning to a more sort of self-employed gaming and commentary comedy channel online there for Limmy. Let's just go for mummy and keep this thing moving along, shall we? What else have we got? Ooh, we've got an R on the subject. That could be... We could... Vision... Visor. We have visor. Can we spell that with a Z? Yes. To provide. Projecting brim. Provide with a visor. To visor. I wonder if we just bang a little S on the end of that. That's always great. We've also got visitor, but I don't think you can use the Z, so that's not as good. I think that might be, without spending too much time, without going too far into it, I think that might be as good as we'll get, is visors. Here we go then. We've got an E finally back on the subject. Ooh. You know, we've almost got... Let's see how close we would get to it. Collator. So we're basically an A and an L away from collateral. We've got collator, which... collate, which is... why? Yes, we've got collate there. I suppose you could... No, not collator. Okay, fine. Percolate, if we had another E as well. That's not too bad. Again, if we had the U there, we've got close to puncture. We've also got words that... Could we have... no, not without the... We could have... Oh, no. We don't. We need a lot of words we're close to, like colorant, collection. Can we have collation, perhaps? Oh, no, because we need another O as well. Can't Because we've got, if we have the tion there, I mean, that could be the ending that we use. Lactation? No. Yeah, so collate so far is not too bad, because we use the crystal tiles, both of those crystal tiles in collate. But can we get it? I feel like perhaps there's a good word here with maybe with an AL, a chenol, something chenol. Tional, perhaps. Let's see. Let's just chuck that in and see if that'll. Oops. Tional, something to finish that, like frictional or. Because really, what would be lovely is if we could get lactation, because we're very close to that, but we need another T. Leprechaun. I would need another R. Have we got location? Is that there? Is that there anyway? Location. No, because we need another O. See? How bothersome. Was I able to find anything there with the chenol? When we have the different letters and the different colours here, it's annoying. When they're all white, you can kind of mix them in your mind a little bit better, but when they're divided into these sections here with the different colours, it makes it harder for me to pick the words out, I find. Do we have We have practical? No, because we need another A. Tonic, something tonic, onic. Anyway, let's, you know what, because I'm taking too long on this one now, so what I might do is just go for collate, because it's not a terrible word, but it finishes the guy off anyway. It's just such a shame, because it really seems like there would be room for some bigger, longer words there. I don't know why they're not coming to me, because I think it's just there's so many words that are just one or two letters away, and it's clouding my mind, so I'm finding it hard to pick out something else. I'm sure there was plenty there, but I'm spending too long. I want to get through some more of these levels, really. Sequin. That's all right. Can we use something with the V? That would be good. In quilt, equiv. I tell you what, quilt is about the same. Quilt is the same length as sequin. And I think I'll go with sequin because, well, we keep the E. Let's just go with quilts because we keep the E, and that's probably going to be more useful to us. Quilton? I don't think so. Good evening, Nicola. Hello, it's good to see you here, Nicola, in the chat. it's an appropriate word we got here, quilts, which is pretty appropriate because it's very much most people's bedtimes, I dare say. We've got squint as well. Squint. You're tucked up in bed. Excellent. Well, then I no doubt you're under the quilt. Are you under the quilts, or is it a bit toasty? Is it a warm evening? It's been quite warm recently, hasn't it? Over here in the UK. Let's go for squint. Blankets, not quilts. Okay. Blankets, right. Will you be transitioning to quilts, or are you not a quilts person? Is that you prefer the is this a terminology is you, or you know, I mean, do you ever use a duvet, or a duvet, as people call it? Peeved, if we had enough ease there. Not tonight, bit warm. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, you've got the sheet, then you've got blankets, which is sort of the step up, and then you've got the quilt, haven't you? Bleeped. Have we got bleeped here? No, we got bleep though. That's kind of okay. Penned as well. Penned. Oh yes, I just seen you've also noticed penned as well. We got blend, and what we really want to see here is something. This would be pretty good. Blipped is pretty good. Blipped, because that uses more of those higher scoring letters, of course. We've got flipped, which does the same. I think flipped or blipped is pretty good. Vines and vined, yes, absolutely. I think we'll go with flip, because that's pretty good. Blipped or flipped, that's pretty good based on the letters we've got. Fennel, yes. Delicious. Would you say that's a herb? Certainly food, anyway. Let's see what the definition here is, because we still have fennel here. A perennial herb, yes. We've also got flannel, which is... Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't, because that requires another L. You complete idiot. It requires the L that I just took for not noticing that there was another L required. How fitting. Flamed, we have flame. Something we could end in ent. I see a flave. Maintain? No? Flatten? Flatten is here. Flatten is here to get involved. Ooh, that's enough to take him out. Mental. Yes, mental. That's a great word. Flatten is pretty good from what I can see there. Flatten. See, at times like this, I wish a word like this would exist, because this would just be so cool. Enflatten. It kind of almost sounds like an oxymoron. Enflatten. Almost sounds like you're sort of pulling it out, sort of bringing it back into 3 dimensions as opposed to crushing it to 2. To enflatten. Or maybe just a really poncy way of saying flatten. Yes, I accidentally hit a gentleman with my van earlier this afternoon. It was quite terrible, really. His head was then flattened by the wheels. I think we'll go for flattened. Flatten, yes. Well, yes, it's time for the audience to choose the final word. What would you like? We've got main, of course. We've got vein, in both senses. What can we say little? I like to use the O where possible. Mean. We've also got van, the appropriate, very coincidental there, based on what I was just saying about flattening someone with my van. It does sound like the kind of thing you would hear. Vision. Vision. That's the great word to finish. Envision would have been even better. Sorry, I wasn't even looking for words. I was just waiting for that answer. Excellent. Yes, and we move on to the next one. Yes, I feel like to sort of downplay how serious an accident was, you could say, yes, they were flattened. It sounds a lot. It doesn't sound as bad as flattened for a start, and it certainly doesn't sound as bad as squashed or obliterated or eviscerated or crushed, does it? Flattened. Okay, that's enough about that word. Bath. That's probably what I need. Baht. Yes, a Thai baht is also a word. Yes, monetary unit of Thailand. What have we got here? Brain? Brained? Unbrained. Underbrain now. We could have under something. Bindery. What's a bindery? Interesting, I don't know what that is. What is a bindery? A bindery. Of course it is. A bindery, you fool. You've never taken a book to the binders, you absolute fool. Why did I pronounce it as bindery? That's rather fantastic, isn't it? That's wonderful. This is what happens when you play these games late at night. Putting on a ridiculous character. No, that's just a joke. This is this is not a character. This is who I really am. Who I put on in the rest of the day is the character. That's the sad truth. Is there anything? I mean, binder is pretty good. I just want L so we can put laundry. Or boundary, you know, we're close to many different things. I like bindery. Auntie is there as well, of course. Auntie. Not a good, I just want to see if we can we use the H and the T and the B? I mean, you've got bather and bathed. I would use bather because it uses that, the crystal tile. Bathery. Like a bindery, but for cleaning oneself. Unbathed? Unbathed? Because you can have unwashed, but can you have unbathed? You can. Unbathed is probably the best we've got. Lengthwise. Let's go for that. Yes, to wash or cleanse by immersing in or applying a liquid. Or rather, in this case, the opposite. It's kind of rubbish that it doesn't just tell you what... I mean, obviously, the definition it's given is for bathed as opposed to unbathed, which is fine, because you can do the rest in your head. But I don't know, there's something disjointed about that. I don't know how difficult it is to just sort of structure that in a different way, because at the moment it just reads wrong, but you can appreciate what's going on there. But call me a perfectionist, but I would rather just have it say bathed and give that definition and then say, that it's the opposite or something, rather than just say that as is. Okay, grindery. Is there such thing as a grindery? There's certainly a thing as a grinder. We all know about that, don't we? Let's see, I want to see. Grindery. Yes, there is. Absolutely there is. Yes, enquiry. We also have quandary, which is pretty good. I think that's the longest word we have, though. Can we perhaps shelve this and try and get something with an ing on the end? Quandering? No. Squandering? Yes. If we had two ends, anyway. Dairy. Requiring? Could we get requiring? Let's see. Requiring. Okay, that's pretty good. Enquired is also perfectly viable. I just noticed that now. Inquired, enquiring, yes. The problem with enquiring is that we need another N, unfortunately. So that would be as good as requiring, but almost there. Almost. You just see, this is what it takes. You got to just take that one step more and just notice what letters are actually available. That's the difference, you see, between a regular player and the letter quest expert, is that the experts actually notice most of the time the available letters. I think I forget what letters are available on almost every single time there's a fresh selection of letters, but there we go. Of course I don't know. And again, just another joke, because I am the letter quest expert. Amaze. Appease? I wonder if the American spell... Oh, it'd be a double P, wouldn't it? Appeased. Or appeasing. We've got a lot of nice letters here, but can we do anything with them? Capsized? I wonder if... Capsized, no. Wizen. Wizard. Pies. There's pies as a word. That is actually a word. I know it doesn't come up, but it is. Search it. It's a word. Forget what it means, but it's a word. I'm sure it is. I mean, amaze is okay, but it's sort of a bit obvious, isn't it? It's just I'm trying to use that Z, you see, and I don't see many ways to get the Z involved. Do we have some longer words? Is waved? Is that longer? No, not really. Amazed. It's the same amount of letters, so. Well, maybe we just have to go for amazed and hope that some nicer letters turn up. Amazed is the best, you think. Well, then that makes two who feel that's probably the case. Use the letter D 20 times. Oh, how do we look at our challenges again? Oh, yes. We've just got that. In a single game, use 8 plague tiles. Yes, I still haven't done that. Spell 10 palindromes. Oh, cool. So that's words that are the same spelt forward as backwards. Oh, I've done it again, you know. I've not actually checked when I went live. Let me see, can I find out? When did I actually go live? What does it say here? Oh, come on. 34 minutes ago. Okay, so 34 minutes ago. So basically when it gets to midnight, we'll have been at this for an hour. Cool. What have we been doing here while I've been not looking? Concubine? Poison, poised. Imagine, I mean, Swede, yes, Swede is available. Is unpoisoned a word? Bison. Unpoisoned, it needs a double N, that's a ridiculous word anyway. Why wizened is there as well? Can you hear the birdies? I think we'll just go for poised. Honestly, it's copied is better. Wait, copied is better because that gives us 2 of those letters. I mean, we're going to beat him anyway, but also got bovine, which is pretty good. I mean, bovines, I think, is the longest. We also got scoped, which isn't bad. Woven. Unwind. No. It's unsomething. I feel like you could get unsomething out of this. Sorry, I'll put these letters down. It's easier to look. Unwed? Let's just go for bovines, because that's the longest we've got, isn't it? That's what we like. There we go. Uncover. Yes, uncover's nice as well, because that uses the C and the V. We don't need any of this shite. We're experts. Do we have calamity? It's a shame because I think that's 2... Is it 2 M's? Calamity. Oh, it's 1. Okay, good. Calamity's not bad. Can we beat calamity? Can't be. Can't be. I don't know. First of all, I don't know what that was supposed to be, but campy? Campy? Is that what you're going for? Campy? Yes, campy. I couldn't tell because you spelled it with an N. I wasn't sure what you were going for. Cramp. Okay, we've also got cramp. Cramped as well. So can we beat calamity? That's the question. Cramped is perfectly fine. Placate? placate. And then obviously we've got placated. But is that better than calamity? Because calamity uses the M and the Y, so that's 3, because it's C, M, and Y. So that's 3 of the silver letters. I don't think implicate is a word, is it? That's 8 tiles and ends in D. Yes, but calamity is that's also 8 tiles, but we've got 3 silver tiles in it. But is implicate a word? I hate doing this thing where I don't actually I'm not quite sure. Because I don't know why it would be. That doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, it's a totally different word. I don't see how that would be. You never know. That's the thing. You got to try these things. You learn new words. I think we'll go for calamity. That's the best we've got here. I'd love to see someone who's actually good at this game. That'd be pretty cool to see. I'm all right with words and everything, but you know, I play this game to kind of have a bit of fun and relax. But it'd be nice to see how difficult it can be and how many great words one can find if one really thinks about it and is good at the game. Because I sort of feel like there are a little bit of repeated patterns that come up because you get used to having so few words, so few letters. Yes, ropey, of course. That you kind of you sort of know the game's limits in a way, and there's only so many words you can have, which is sort of taking my interest away a little bit, but still fun to get on and have a chat anyway. That's the main thing that I enjoy about this when people... Yes, pokey and poker. Pokery. Pokier, if you had an eye there. Worker. Warrior. Worry. I mean, really, we want to get the K. You know, we want to get... So you're on the right lines. We need to get... you know, something... If we start with work... We've got rework, of course. Reworked. Is reworked probably? Reworked. Can we do better than that? Forked. Pre-worked. I wonder if pre-worked sounds plausible. Pre-worked. Yes. Pre-worked. Workers. Yes, anything with work is really, I think, was going to be the key there. Ing. Something with an ing? Fapping. Sadly, we don't have another P there. Faping. Now, is that perhaps faping? Is that perhaps when you're pretending to fap? Because it's like faking and fapping. Do you know what I mean? It's where perhaps a lot of porn stars might do this sort of fake fap, faping. It also just sounds like perhaps some of the European countries probably pronounce vaping, because they pronounce the V's with an F, don't they? Is it? A friend of mine from Iceland, when she says vape, it sounds like she's saying rape, and it's the funniest thing. Yes, I'm just going outside for a rape. Faping, yes. Fake fapping. I think we all know that that's definitely a word that's used, and indeed an action that unfortunately many people have to go through. I'm sure the young women on Babe Station and many call centres around the world engage in quite a lot of faping. The old fake fapping. Right. Poof. Poofing. Oh, come on. You have to have a double F, I suppose so. Fading. Yeah, sorry. We actually have to get some real words, don't we? Posing. We need a D for fading. Goopy. Yes, I like that. Goopy. Is there? Can we get something? Poof. We got poofy as well. That's no. Oh, come on, game. I don't see many good words here, so let's perhaps. Can we get anything with the un again? Ungoopy. No, obviously not. I'm not even going to try that because it's probably not going to work. I think feasing is a word, actually. Yes. So, let's go for pooing. Yes, we also had pooing. Perfectly. I mean, feasing, slightly more points there, but pooing would have been great too. Again, double P we could have suppose with another S there. It's just, I mean, what is this shite selection? Seriously. Soupy? Let's just go for soupy. Oops. Oh, we have supine as well. Supine, that's better. Supiney. I mean, supine is kind of already like a word with a Y on, isn't it? Oh, my knee just clicked. I wonder if you could hear that. I doubt it. My knee just had a good solid click there. Spine, supine. Puny. How is puny? Because that will get the Y as well. No, I think supine's still better. Oh, you did hear it. Excellent. Supine, that's good compression. Oh, there's probably better words. Come on, there must be. But I don't think... Spoony? Spoony? Yes. Spoony. Isn't that... I haven't seen Toy Story 4, but isn't... yes, ponies. That would be good too. Is he called... Is there a character called Spoony or something? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I haven't seen it, but I'm aware that there's a sort of spork character, like a plastic spoon and fork combo little chap. Got a feeling they're called Spoony. I mean, I doubt it's going to say... No, see, it doesn't actually say that it's a character from Toy Story, surprisingly. But I did think of that character. Fork. That's Forky. Oh, I'm close enough. Okay. Right. We're the letter quest expert, not the Toy Story character list expert. That's fine. Who's the voice of Forky? Who's the actor who does the voice of Forky? Kind of imagine what that looks like on your CV. Yes, I was the voice of a sentient spoon fork thing. Hooray? No. Holy? Halt? How do you spell? Is it just the A? It's the A-L-T, isn't it? How do you spell halterneck? Like a halter? Is it like that? Halter? Is it a U? I think I've got a feeling it's a U. Is it? Halter. My spelling is atrocious. How do you spell? You know, if something's a halter neck top, how is that? It's A. Is it okay? See, this you just don't get that. in men's clothing. That's the thing, you see. Hooter. Howler. Halter is pretty good. Enthrall. Anything better? He doesn't speak. Oh! He doesn't speak. See, that's not common. Most of the Toy Story characters do speak. Interesting. Well, now I'm curious to see Forky's role in the film. I'm curious to see the film, but I'm slightly worried because I feel like, I don't know. Have you seen the film? Is it worth a watch? You've been to Hooters. Oh, excellent. How was your... well, two questions then. How was Toy Story 4? No spoilers, please. No spoilers, thank you. And how was Hooters? Spoilers, please. Let's just go for Halter, shall we? I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to the review of both Hooters and Toy Story. Quite a contrasting couple of topics there. Hooters and Toy Story. Curious. Toy Story 4 is amazing. Wow. Because I was very concerned, because I thought Toy Story 3 was pretty good. I mean, the first one is still by far the best, let's be honest. But I did sort of start to get that sense of that it could be soured if they went for another one, because it feels to me like the quality had depreciated a little, and it was a bit too formulaic, a bit too obvious for me. I know it's a child's movie, but you know what I'm saying. It could still offer you more things along the way and have deeper themes and all the rest of it, and I just wasn't. It's not like it was still. It's okay. It's a good film. It's a good film. It's a Toy Story film. It's a massive Disney project. It's not a bad film, is it? But and I enjoyed plenty of moments. That was a great funny moment. Anyway, I just got the impression that I wasn't sure how they would continue that quality for a fourth one, and you know what the climate of filmmaking is like at the moment, especially with rehashes and sequels of long gone series. So there is a picture on my Facebook of your son with a Hooters girl. Now, you don't need to divulge these details in public, but I've got a feeling your son is quite young to be involved in Hooters. I could be wrong, but we went to Hooters in the States. It was really nice. It was really nice food. Wow. Well, that's great. That's actually... I'm happily surprised to know that. That's great. That's quite funny, actually. Great food. That just sounds like the kind of thing that somebody would say, you know, a bloke would say to perhaps a female friend that they were trying to impress or whatever, and they'd say, oh, yes, sir. Yes, you know, it came up that they'd been to Hooters, and they were sort of trying to downplay the fact that they went there for the women. It was like, great food. You know, great food. Yeah, great food. What, at Hooters? Hooters? Yeah, oh, it's all about the food. Yeah. No, it's all about the food. I mean, you know, the whole ladies walking around. I mean, fair play to them. That's great stuff. But really, honestly, you should go for the food. The ladies walking around with the walking around doing the. It's about the food. Food. You know what I'm saying? Food. Anyway, Luke's. He was 7 and 6. Okay. That's a pretty fun experience for him. Goodness gracious, why can't this is terrible. I'm going to just use this because that's how I feel right now. Like an absolute tool. We got Wilt, if that L was available. Gatto, we've almost got Gatto. That's so annoying. Look at that. Oh, we could get Gatto. We can't use the U yet. Well, let's see if we can hold out for it, because I'd like to do it. So let's... You see, this V, that is a word in German. Can't we just change the dictionary to German to make that work? We. Let's go for we. Oh, we can't. We need... I don't think we're going to be able to get Gatto. Woo! Let's go woo. Okay. Come on. fail. Fair. I'm just going to keep going because I'm holding out for Gatto. Oh no, but we can't. We can have fire. Wait, can we? Yes, we can. Okay, we'll go for fire. Fight. Let's go for fight because I'm holding out. Gatto. Oh, yes, we can still do it, right? We can still do it. Come on. Let's see if we can get through. Or let's see if we can get through enough that we can still get. Can we get? Okay, well, let's use... We got Din. Just keep going for the Gatto. We're going to get it. I don't care. If it's not going to kill us, we're fine. G. We've got Jive. Let's go for Jive. Come on. Let's see it. Yes. We got it. We made it. We made our way to the Gatto. That's what we were here for. Oh, we can even have an S. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, of course. Wait, can we... No? Okay. Ah, it was worth a try, wasn't it? There we go. Finishing off with a good old slice of cake. Sequin is back for another round. Esquire. What would you like to finish this on? Esquire. We've got Enquire has returned again. Require, of course. Require. Oh no, it's not. Fool. This time it's Enquire is the only option. Yes, Enquires. Enquiry. Liquid. No. Squalor. Oh, it's a double L, isn't it? Squander, if we had a T. Squatter. Steeper. Well, steeper. So we're going for steeper. Slight problem there. I'm not sure if you can tell what it is, but there's a slight problem there. Squatter. Like oh, is it a double T as well? Fool. Can't spell. What are we going to finish? I mean, we can't get steeper, obviously, so what are we going to... What are we changing to? Squealer? Oh, but you'll have to have a double L as well, won't you? Oh, no, okay. Yes. What do we want to finish with? Squealy? Squealy? No. Stealer. Okay, we're going to finish with Stealer. Boosh! Excellent. Boosh! Okay, so we have been going for an hour. I think we've got enough time for one more level. 31 minutes? Goodness gracious, we do talk so much shit and spend so long on these levels, don't we? Christ almighty, you'll be asleep before I realise it. You just won't be talking in the chat anymore. Come on, let's go. Let's go a bit faster, shall we? Should we try and go a bit faster? Shriek. Nope. Is that an A? Sorry. Shriek. What? How do you spell shriek? He says, let's go faster, and then he can't spell a simple word like shriek. Can you just type it in the chat? Can you? Because I'm sure that as just a regular human who has access to sort of brain cells, you can spell the word shriek. Sneaker, yes, sneaker, of course. I'm just still hung up on shriek. If you could help me with that, that'd be great. Rehash, hearken. That harkens back to a time. A shriek. Yeah, see, I was thinking, it just doesn't look right. Tell me that word looked right to you, and I don't believe you if you do. Harkens. Is Sneaker better than Harkens? I like Harkens. I think Sneaker's longer, isn't it? No, Harkens. It's the same amount. Is it? Harkens. Yes. Unhook. Ooh, we've got hookers back again. Unhook. Unhooker? No. I'm going to go for Harkens. Shaker as well. I think Harkens is better because we've got the two longer letters. In Sneaker we don't have the two, the silver and the gold tile. We just have the gold. So because that's what you've always got to focus on, those more expensive tiles. So let's go for Harkens. I think maybe there might be something else longer in there. I've got a feeling something. Maybe we can use the O's there, but anyway, we'll go for this now. We've got snooker. Yeah, snooker. Snooker. But I still think unshaken is also excellent. Let's have a look at that. Unshaken. Yes, I think that's probably the best one. That's one more letter than Harkens, isn't it? And we still get the silver and the gold. That's good. We have the audience coming in here with the top scores. That's what we like to see. We also have reshaken, but I like the fact that we can keep the RE there. Let's go with that. Well done. Nice to see that. Nice to see that coming up from the chat. Claymore, no, that's... shame we don't have an N to make the ING that we could quite clearly get there. Almost thought Calamity was back there for a second. We've got Tool, of course, lurking in the wings. Clot, clumsy, clume... Reclaim is there. That's pretty good. Reclaim. What have we got in the chat? Nothing yet. Reclaim is quite good. Gloomier as well. That's pretty gloomier. Not as good as Reclaim, I don't think, because we don't get the C in there. More, yes, more. Obviously. Good old More's there. Oh. That's weird, isn't it? That's that American dictionary coming and shafting you again. Yes, no, I was kind of wondering if that's how they don't say more, then how do the Americans say, like, on the moors? Because obviously that's fine. Oh, okay. Well, we found something, haven't we? So that's that's nice to notice. I tell you what, we can actually solve that though, can't we? Perfectly viable word there. All we did is add a couple of letters. It's basically the same thing. Yeah, so it's of course we do have that as an option in the real world, but sadly not in this dictionary. It is really quite a shame that they don't notice some of these words, isn't it? Ooh. Oh, I thought we had recollect for a moment there, but we need a C. I mean, we've got recollect. No? So you can only collate once. You can't It's not an option. We don't do multiple collations, apparently. You can't recollate. I wonder if we can do something with clamp. Oh no, clamor. Glamour. Glamping. But there's a P. P would help us out a lot. Relocate. I think have we got better than reclaimed yet? I don't think so. Relocate. It's not reallocate. No, because we need another A. Migrate. Yeah. If we can get something with the M and the C that's long enough, that'd be pretty good. Because I think reclaim is still. Whoops. It's still no. Actually, relocate is better. Even though we've got the relocate. Yeah, that's more points than reclaim. Clear molecular. Oh, if we had the U molecular, we could have. We've got mocktail. We need a K for that. Moorgate. Yes, just go for some good locations. Just some good northern locations. There. That's always nice to see, isn't it? That's always good to see. Representing the local area, of course. Again, we're almost close to. We could definitely, if we was American, we could. If we had an N, we could spell colorant. Commulate. Imagine if this would be commemorate. Karma, of course, we've got. I think. Oh, Chris's GP is in Moorgate. That's lovely. That's lovely to know. Representing Chris's GP here on Late Night Letter Quest Expert. You can clip that and send it to him. Well, thank you very much, Chris's GP, for all the hard work you're doing. I'm sure Chris appreciates it greatly, and all your other patients. I'm sure you do a stellar job. And, it's really important you maintain that enthusiasm, because goodness knows we all need doctors, don't we? We all need GPs. Essential job there. Big shout out to Chris's GP in Moorgate there. Represent the Moorgate crew there. All right, let's go for relocate. I think we've had enough of this. Oh, he doesn't go to the doctors. Is a GP not? Is a GP? I thought a general practitioner was a kind of doctor. Please don't tell me that's not the case, otherwise I'm going to feel really stupid. I thought a general practitioner is a kind of doctor. Is it not? Are they no? Is that not a thing? Guzzle. Ooh, this is a weird selection. Oh dear, I don't like this. I might just move straight on. This is horrible. Fog. Hog. Oh, well, we don't need to do much, do we? Because he's already... So he'd... What's... So you go to... What's the difference between going to the doctors and going to your GP then? So you go to the GP. Is it because this is just a single private GP? This is getting to the stage where I don't want to be making you divulge too much information, but is it basically the same as saying, instead of, he doesn't go to the doctors, he goes to the doctor, you know, because it's just a one individual private guy or whatever, you know, vibe. Let's go for vibe, shall we? Let's just finish that. It was the last guy. Oh no, there's a few more. Goodness, great. Come on. Hurry. We said we're going to speed this one along. This is a joke now. This is an actual joke. Okay, let's hurry up. Here we go. This is the last level. Foggy. Come on, Foggy. Oh, can we get the C in there? Chuffed. This is how it should be spelled. Just for the sake of me right now. Chuff. That's definitely a word, so we'll get that in. Ropey's back for another round. Nothing, I just used to go to the doctors. I just use GP and doctors as the same word. Cheeky. Yes. Mopey? Mopey, ropey, gropey. Gropier. Is it? Can we get that in? Gropey. Gropey. No, because there's no other I. Oh. What? I'm sorry. Well, this game has obviously got a very innocent view of society, because I can tell you what, there's a lot of individuals who get very gropey. Moggy. I tell you, here's something that if you're listening to a rock track of some sort, and it starts to extend a little bit long, it starts to get a little bit creative, but not too, you know, it's not quite as experimental and sort of having such a long sense of narrative, and it doesn't quite go on too long. Then you would say the song's getting a bit proggy. It's not quite prog. It's not actual prog rock. It's a bit proggy. Do you know what I mean? That's definition of proggy there for you. Just inventing that one for everybody there. Anyway, what was I going to use there? Peggy. Yeah, sadly we don't have given names on this dictionary, but I think we'll go with Moggy, because that's okay. Oh, actually, Mopey's probably better, isn't it? Let's just go with Mopey, and we'll keep the G's. Anyway, we're just going to get through this guy. Come on, let's just get through him. No, oh, we need another H, don't we? No, withering. Well, can we get something with the G in there? Something ing. Weathering. Oops. Weathering. Oh, I forgot the A. Sorry. Weathering. That's pretty good. We'll just get that in. That finishes him off. Come on, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Swig. There. Riddle. Griddle. Griddles. Whittles. Oh, sorry. Whittles. Whittler. Whittlers, come on. Couple of whittlers running around, just people that like to just pee a lot. Whittlers. Or just riddlers, but Jonathan Ross is saying it. Simple. I think griddles. I think we'll use whittles, because then we might be able to use the... Oh, actually, I think can you have middlers? You can have middlers, can't you? Yeah, so let's go for middlers, there we go. Seeding, yes. Middling, we could even have, if there was a G, but... Mailing. Mail, remailed? Emailed? Can we have remailed? Remailed. Yes, remailed. Snout. Out. Outwits. No, wind. So it says, oh, we can use the U now. Squat. Outings, yes. Squatting is probably... Squatting... Oh, we need a T, another T. What is it with me and forgetting that you need double bloody letters in these things? Well, we're nearly finished anyway. We're nearly finished. Come on. Come on. Oxide. Saxon. Well, this should probably... That'll probably finish him off, won't it? Yeah, Saxon. Anything else? Anything else with the X there we can use? Oh. Socks on. When you... Just one word for putting them on. Socks on. Got my socks on. Then I put my shoes on. I think we'll do that, shan't we? We'll just get Saxon in there. And then... Oh, we've got a puzzle and a final person. Okay, come on. No? Ooh. T? Don't, if you know what it is, don't tell me, because I like to guess these. I like to, Why is this so odd? Why is this not... Obviously this, there's no more vowels. Curious. It's, I bet you this is another one of those ones where once you've actually got it, it's so obvious. But the reason why it's hard is because in the same way that it should be easy because there's only one word like it, that also makes it hard because you can't think, there's no pattern. It's a unique word, you know, the unique sort of structure. Some with a tap. Oh dear. We've got 7 guesses. We've got loads of guesses here. Tax. Take. Tagine. I guess I'll just start taking some letters out. What do I think is more... I guess it's not going to be... I don't think... there's been one time. There was one time when I couldn't get one of these, I'm sure. Or at least, I mean, I think maybe it was... I just had to sort of put in a word that I thought it looked like, but I'd never heard the word before. I hope it's not one of those. I mean, it's nice to learn, but I don't like to have to... I don't like to have to admit defeat, which I think has only ever happened once with this, or at least maybe basically defeat because I got it, but I wasn't aware that it was a word, which is sort of a success in a way, but... what do you think? You got any ideas? Tell me, is it an obvious word? Is it actually quite easy? Sometimes that's useful to know. The idea that it would be an X is obviously... seems absurd. It's, you know... I just thought I'd go for it. Tase, it's not tasers. No, tas... You have no idea. Okay, well that's okay. Age, could it be something with a G? No, okay. Something... Okay, maybe I don't know this word. If I don't know the word, that's kind of a shame. Got 3 guesses. I'm not going to fail anyway. I don't want to get it wrong. So what I'll do is I'll ask for clues. Otherwise... I mean, between the AE, there's so many. It could be anything. It could finish with a K, AKE, ALE, APE. There's AME. I mean, it's less likely to be an H. I feel like it's less likely to be a Y, less likely to be an F. Could be a W. I feel like it's more likely to be... Oh, you told me. You're not supposed to just tell me. Wait, is that a guess? It's like a hot tamale. Is that how they spell it in American land? You see, is it as in the food? See, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen that written down. Maybe I have, reading an American book or whatever. That's so funny because I guess any American looking at this would know that straight away. But it just wasn't coming to me. I guess that's a guess. Yeah, okay. It was just a guess. Well, it was a great guess, but I never would have thought of that. Tamale is not something that comes up on my radar. And yes, I did know the word, but I don't think I've ever spelt it, and I can't think of seeing it written down. I've heard it said plenty of times, that's for sure. But, yes. So my guess of it I was leaning towards it being a C, a P, an L. I think those are my the next letters I was going to choose. So I suppose with 3 guesses, one of them would have been correct, and then I would have been left with my final guess, which would have been the bit in the middle, and I'm not sure if I would have picked an M, because I would have seen ta, ale, and not known what to do from there. Maybe I could have got it, but anyway, thanks for the guess. Well, I can believe it's right. What else could it have been with those letters? Seriously. Restore 15% health. So what's funny is that's just easy. That wasn't even a difficult one, but again, falling prey to the American English. Good guess, yes. Perfectly good guess. Anyway, let's finish this stupid level now. What a terrible way to finish. Story. What a rubbish end to the story, eh? Can we just finish off with a good one then? I don't think so. Not with these bloody letters, we can't. Wordy. Yes. That'll be appropriate. Raspier. Grasped. I mean, I've seen quite a few 5-lettery kind of words. Gritted. Stripe, yeah, stripe is in there. We've also got grape, and we have like something that ends in est. Drapiest. Something is more drapey than something else. Guard. Striped. Yes. Almost we could almost have dodgiest. Podgiest. Can we have podgiest? Podgiest. That's pretty good, isn't it? Podgiest. The podgiest individual in the room. I wonder how it defines that. Pudgy. Yes, short and fat. We've also got pudgiest, of course. We've also got dirtiest. But it's not as long, is it? D-I-R-T. Yeah, it's the same length. But we don't have the P for the double letters there. Is me. What, you're the pudgiest? The podgiest. Nicola representing the podgiest. I like podgiest. Short and fat. Podgy. Oh, here we go. We've got an ing. We've also got trident. Oh. Training. Truant. Trading. Let's get an ing on here. In fact, let's do with the ugly letters so we can ing so we can see a bit better. Outriding, training, attenuating. Ooh, I think we've got that's pretty good. We need another T. We need another T, don't we? Would we need another N for that as well? Or we can just say it like this: attenuating. Damn. Radiating. Oh. That's pretty good. Irradiating? If we had another R? That's a shame. Irritating? Again, we need another R for that. Attending. Yes, attending. It seems like we've got potential for some pretty long words here. How long is it tending? Is that the same as radiating? Is it one more, I think? Tending. Radiating. Oh, it's the same as radiating. We've also got, it could be an rationing, yes. Just as I was probably about to reach that same conclusion, rationing. So if we go for shunning, see what we can do with... Traditioning? Duration. Chris coming in the chat. Hi Nicola, shouldn't you be asleep? Naughty, somebody's past their bedtime. Well, this is going to end as soon as this is over, I can tell you that right now. I wonder if traditioning is a word. I feel like that's something that the real aristocratic people in our society would have as a verb. Traditioning. What are you doing this evening? We're traditioning. We're just being very traditional. We're having a celebration of everything traditional. We're traditioning. I feel like David Starkey does that in his most evenings. I always remember that from history classes, when he'd go on and on and on and on about tradition, and he would stress the sh ridiculously long. Is irradiating? I don't think irradiating is, but I'm going to test it anyway. Radiating. Yes, but in what sense to radiate? See, because irradiating is IRR. And that's to do with actual radiation. So if irradiating is the same as radiating, isn't that just, again, is that sort of like enflattening, like we were talking about before, except we made that up? What's the difference between irradiating and radiating? Somebody tell me. Let's go. I think irradiating's pretty good. What else have we come? We've not come up with anything longer anyway, have we? I've been tempted to try that irradiating when I first thought of radiating, but it just didn't seem... I don't know. Can you, if you can tell me what the difference between radiating and irradiating is, I'll be interested to know. And if the answer is irradiating is just a poncy way of saying radiating, then fine. Oh, here we go. Well, what the last word now? So, Chris, Nicola, feel free to choose the final word. And then it's all over and it's bedtime for everybody, of course. Well, it's not quite for me because I'll be faffing around setting all this down, but yes, what should we finish with here? We've got viola in there. We've got bovine has made a comeback. Zion. We have, of course. Here's something. This is we've got brozone. Now, this is an area where, you know, those who strongly identify in a masculine fashion, they can all collect in a special safe area that they can just happily bro out in. And this is known as a brozone. Not to be confused with the brozone layer, which is of course the resultant effect that you get from having a mobile brozone, whereby the pheromones and the sweat and the stink and the general man odor of what happens when you get all these types of chaps together, sort of emanates out of them and follows them around, creates a sphere, a sort of atmosphere around them. That's known as the brozone layer. But the brozone itself is that specific unit in which they congregate. Yes, yours and Chris friendship brozone. Yes. The brozone doesn't necessarily even have to be friendly. It can simply be a brozone, in which all these types of chaps want to collect. In many ways, the UFC cage and the octagon and other areas of such like typical male dominated areas. These are very much like a sort of proprietary brozone. There you go. Anyway, what invert? Sorry, invert is what we've got here. That's what we're finishing with. Okay. There we go. Whoops. I bet you heard that one coming up as well, didn't you? That's lovely. What a lovely thing to finish on. 20,000 points there. Weathering, the final 182 damage. That's not too bad from weathering. 20,000 points, and we don't need to spend any of this. We're not coming close to any sort of threat while we play this game, are we? So, yes, right. There we go. We'll exit to the map. Let's see how far we are. We must be getting close to the next sort of stage. Yes, I bet you it looks like this is going to be perhaps the penultimate stage of this area. So I'm quite uvula. That's an excellent word. We could have finished on that too. I just noticed that now after I selected invert from your suggestions. Yes, I guess we'll just leave that there. And, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you go over to the Twitch and follow there. And if you're watching on the Twitch, make sure you go over and smash the like button. Okay, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And yes, you can find all these live streams in full in the Lazy Live Streams playlist on YouTube, and any recaps and highlights I can be bothered to construct before the videos are taken down in 14 days from Twitch on Twitch. So that's about it. Thank you very much, very, very much for watching. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.